The auditorium of the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, Giri, Abuja, is filled to capacity for the inaugural lecture of the center, with the theme Preserving the Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Development through Research Formulation of Pragmatic Solutions and Innovations. Here present is the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Faruk Yahya, former Chiefs of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Azubike Iyejirika, retired, Lieutenant General Tukuru Yusuf Buratai, retired, represented by former Chief of Policy and Plans, Lieutenant General Lamidi Adeosun, serving and retired senior military officers, academics, amongst other eminent personalities. The Chief of Army Staff, who was the special guest of honor at the event, in his address revealed that the establishment of the Heritage Center is to propose solutions aimed at addressing inadequacies observed in the operations of the Nigerian Army.
Other roles and responsibilities of the center include developing plans for the entrenchment and preservation of Nigerian Army heritage, monitoring and implementation of bilateral agreements that affect the Nigerian Army, and institutionalizing and mainstreaming novel solutions to tactical, operational, administrative, and logistic challenges of the Nigerian Army. In addition to these responsibilities, the center will regularly receive lists of key strategic issues from the Army headquarters for consideration while supporting the research and development efforts of the Nigerian Army.
On the part of the Director General, Nigerian Army Heritage and Future Center, Major General Kamil Kadiri, the Nigerian Army has a notable legacy and background that stems from the successful handling of the Nigerian Civil War and various missions within and outside the country. Nevertheless, Major General Kadiri notes that valuable insights from this history have not been utilized to enhance the Army's present and future operations.
The Nigerian Army has a very rich heritage and history which span through its successful prosecution of the Nigerian Civil War and participation in several operations within the country and outside the shores of Nigeria in places like Somalia, Congo, Liberia, former Yugoslavia, Sudan, Gambia, and Sierra Leone, to mention but a few. It was, however, observed that appropriate lessons and leverage have not been drawn from our history to improve our current and future operations.
Professor Abayomi Akinyeye, a professor of history from the University of Lagos, delivered a lecture titled From Colonial Occupation to a National Force, Nigerian Army Past Experience, Present Reality and Future Prospect. He underscored the intricacies behind the decade-long insurgency, observing that severed bilateral relationship with countries like France has in one way or the other threatened the corporate existence of Nigeria.
Insurgency. It is this that will guide the government as to whether it should negotiate or it should keep fighting. Without understanding the nature of the insurgency, government will be fighting while it should be negotiating, or negotiating while it should be fighting. A country that may be frontally opposed to Nigeria's interests on the basis of history is France, because, you know, Nigeria had cause to break diplomatic relations with France over disagreements on the test of nuclear weapons in the Sahara. And during Nigeria's trying period, France, through its protege states, attempted to support the disintegration of Nigeria.
Then was an interactive session to brainstorm on issues raised. This was followed by presentation of souvenirs.
You have built a very good foundation for us to start here, sir. I want to inform this gathering that the Chief of Army Staff has approved that this center was conceptualized after a similar institute in Italy. That is the Defense Research Institute in Italy. And he has approved that a team from here will be visiting that center so that we can really drive home the issue of this heritage center from where they have established very well to bring it down here.
Now that the tone is set for the center with this inaugural lecture, it is hoped that it becomes a loyal opposition in tandem with the vision of Lieutenant General Faruk Yahya, the Chief of Army Staff. Oluwatobi Enito, reporting for TV Platinum.